Motivation, baby. Yes, blessed. Who's ready for some boom, baby? Boom! Woo, 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 woo. Let's punch this life in the face, baby. Oh, it's getting shady. It's your morning marijuana motivation. Rise and shine, even through the clouds, even through the downtimes, even through love. This is the morning marijuana motivation. I'm Mark Saint. This is Saints Addiction. You got mostly Saints, you got LBOG, and it's a tit-bit nipply out. It was storming yesterday. I'm glad I put the jacket on. It is not wanting to be spring yet. It just wants to go forward. And anybody that's ever been in love, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, bro, you're gonna have to risk it for the biscuit, homie. You're gonna have to lick it to taste it. And anybody that's ever been in love will tell you that. It's so funny to me, human beings. We're such a paradox that at the one thing, all you need is love. Dun, da, 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 da. But you have to risk a lot of hurt to be in love. They don't tell you that. Yeah, unfortunately, they're not exactly forthright with that information. Man, I can't wait for this cloud to pass so we can get some real warmth and inspiration. It's difficult. This fucking life is difficult. Your friends will turn on you. Someone will unlove you. Hell, they even block you. It's all part of the plan, man. And calmer than you are, dude. We got to get through some shit. And that's why I said been through some shit. People say been through some shit. I was been through love. Because if you ask somebody straight up, have you ever been in love? They'll be like, oh yeah. There's no if somebody does the what's maybe, it's no, it's a hell yeah or a fuck no. And damn, does it hurt? Love ain't easy. You got everybody trying to post that they're together. They might even live together. They might even be happy in that picture. But there's complications, bro. It's complicated to be able to be a person that derives their love and energy and spirit that combines, not derives, but combines with someone else. It's like a business. It's like, this is almost hard to do. It's like a relationship or even a family. Sometimes it's hard to do. You're dealing with people that might not act like you, right? And might not think like you, and might not love like you. And love languages are aplenty. Maybe they're 5, maybe they're more, right? But matching love languages, right? Told you the private jets, there's 1, 2, 3 there all over this place, bro. Let that sun come through, man. Come on. I can feel it in my hands, a little bit blurry. I don't want to walk that much. Kind of want to get my pull-ups. Got a lot of compliments. Mostly from dudes like, you're looking good. Sent me my photo, belly's down, chest up, chest out. This pull-up game has been wonderful for me. The fasting game has been wonderful for me. Motivated juice, drinking plenty of water every day. Just telling you, So you might not be Peter Zine climbing in New Zealand at Mount Doom. I saw him doing that this morning. But you can think and walk and talk at the same time. And you can hopefully chew gum, spell your name, and write a sentence too. The common sense of it is you're gonna have to risk it. And the tough part is facing the fear that actually accomplishes that. So, the easy thing is to say it. The hard thing is to follow through. The hard thing is being patient when you're frustrated. The hard thing is go for a walk when your feet are already destroyed from the conventions. The hard part is getting past our paradox. We're confused. We send ourselves mixed messages, and we're wondering why our systems aren't connected. And to be fair, both the balance, the halo, and the horns, multiple signals are getting sent to us. Plastic pocket challenge. You know what I mean? Multiple signals and stimulus are getting sent to our brains. Almost. Oh, there's a hummingbird, bro. Woo! Look at it in the wind too. Oh, it stopped. you see that? Hey, birdie. Hi, birdie. Oh, that's awesome, bro. So much life. And then now construction. It's all electric. It's all machines. It's all AI. So you can get, you know, like trying to operate like a machine where the numbers that you generate, you know what I mean? You generate from yourself. It's crazy. You know, I'm trying to talk about energy, spirits, like I posted in the thumbnail. You know, you're an entity, you're a being, you're an energy, you're a spirit, and as a human, that's a benefit. You know, it's a benefit to have such great amounts of resiliency, and it's a benefit to have the ability to imagine, and it's even more of an ability to be a human and create. So this is not what AI is doing. You know, Intersect.ai, it's formulating, it's scraping websites, it's processing data, but it's not processing the data in between. And that's where this exists. Unfortunately, you know, there's an in-between world where you're not in a machine, you are not a machine, and you will have to inevitably get hurt to learn. You know, and most people are going to be, well, I don't want to learn my lessons. You know, they don't seem like blessings. They seem more like agitations, man. Like they're like spiting me. Yes, give me some of that sun. Oh, bro, shine, bro, shine, bro, shine on. I love my life. I needed that, bro. Only one in the park per usual, you know. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm just one man that was sick and tired of being tired and sick and hurt. And, you know, it's not like I got a control on life. I've lost babies. I've lost relationships. I don't have a girlfriend. But on a Valentine's Day message for people that been through love, you're going to have to risk it, bro. Like everybody else. You got to risk it for the biscuit, baby. And ain't nobody going to do it for you, homie. So it's one of those situations where we are in a world where it's tough. It's tough to go out in life. It's tough to risk love. It's tough to experience, but it's worth it. That's the crazy part. I remember the guy, he said it so good. He said, but look, man, I cried like a little kid in the closet with my dead dog's, what do you call it, where they lay down? Mat or whatever, the dog bed. And he cried when the dog died. And then somebody hit him up a couple years later and said, hey, can you watch this dog for us? And he said, oh, I guess I'm never going to fall in love again. Sure as shit, guess what walked in the door, wagging its tail, going like, and he was like, that was it. I was in love again. Fuck it. You know what I mean, bro? Fuck it. You know what I mean, bro? You got to be like, to the world. I'm going to get married. I'm going to go travel. I'm going to start a business. You need that kind of, you need that amount of velocity to get off of this trajectory, to get away from the debauchery or not even the humdrum of something. It needs a catalyst. It needs something to change inside you that says, man, I don't want it to be the same no more. Now I want to sprinkle some risk on it like it's salt. And I want to live, you know. I mean, and the guy just said, "What's to survive?" I want to thrive. I want to. I don't just merely want to survive. That's the level that we've achieved. I want to love. Yeah, and even if it includes pain, even if it includes loss, we still engage with each other because it's worth it. Every friendship and relationship and even family member that you know and own or have, it will change. That's what's crazy about this life. Like, these relationships don't last forever, bro. Nobody's got a promise face on. At any moment, any one of your friends can dip, bro. And that's it. Game over. Nicole Ramos, bro. It's just like, what the fuck? And it's like, dude. And then I think someone else died too. And I was just like, man, if you don't start getting busy living, you're going to get busy dying. And that's the game. That's what it is. You've been through love. You've been through shit. You've been through it all, bro. You're participating. You know, they said, they said something to the effect of, if you didn't have an argument with someone, you never stood for anything, right? Like, if you were always just agreeing with everybody, then you had no principles. And yes, we're going to get some morning motivation on. But first, we need A shout out for our sponsors. Mention Broken Vapes for 15% off. Your boy Marky said with the affiliate code, my guy. Yeah, we're gonna sit in the sun. It's too cold here in the shade, man. Too cold in the shade, man. Get it underneath the scully cap here. I'll say it's $10, bro. Covers your ears and everything. I'm telling you. It's the springtime. It's making me phlegmy, but it's what it is, bro. And to risk at the life, you know, to be like, I'll never do it again. That hurts so bad, and you don't understand my loss, and you don't understand my pain, and you don't understand how lonely I am. And then you're just like, another dog will wag down your hallway. There will be another dog. Dogs don't live forever, and that's what his message was, and it hit so home. Press 5 times. Mention Saints Addiction, 15% off. Oh no, another cloud. There'll be another cloud, right? There'll be another dog. There'll be a snot rocket because I can't breathe. Yeah. And that's it, bro. Our lives taken away and letting us know that we need to play. You got to risk it for the biscuit. And if you're shy, if you're afraid, if the pressure cooks you, get out the kitchen. We're on a mission, man. You don't want to be the type of person that gets stuck by your own beliefs. You don't want to be the type of person that captured themselves. It's almost like being obese. You know, now you're stuck in a prison inside yourself. Your brain wants to go to Chicago or China or something, and then all of a sudden it's like, my body cannot. And that's what we're almost doing, where that learned helplessness has been really hitting home, because it's like, if you want to believe it, then you get it that way, bro. If you want to program it and say, yeah, man, I like being right instead of I want to learn, or yeah, man, I do need to pay for someone's service instead of straight commission, or yeah, man, I might need to listen so I can get more input. That's a whole nother trip. I see like an eyelash or something. That's a whole nother level of intimacy. That's a whole other level of intelligence, and it'll open up a whole nother level of opportunity you didn't see. And that's for all of us, bro. All of us have an opportunity to be better than ourselves, elevate, get a different perspective, feel different. And it's like, if you don't, then you'll stay the way that you are now. And that's all it'll ever be, the way that you want it. Like, I'm like, oh my God. It was the biggest breakthrough for me when Terry Prince said we all get what we all really, really, truly want inside. And it was just like, it's so true. If your dreams are just mid-level, you know, and it's not, there are levels to this shit, and it's not to say who's his mids and who's his high. I'm just saying, if your abilities are below what you're trying to accomplish, then you need to switch up, bro. Pretty simple stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to waste this thing called our lives, where it can be so dynamic and so intrinsic. You know, Joanna was watching the other day. She's like, I'm finally hearing you. And it's just like, yeah, when we bitch and moan at it, it's not very valuable, right? The sun keeps going in and out. But if we earned it, if we put some energy into it, then it's valuable. That's my bike. You know what I mean? That's my girlfriend. That's my, you know, we have some ownership over it. And that's where accountability comes from. You want ownership, you got to have some accountability. And a lot of us just want to have the ownership, but no responsibility, no insurance, there it is. No differentiation between what we're trying to do and where we can be. And that's just the levels, bro. And if you want to reach the levels, you're going to have to change something inside yourself to get there. You know, they got to create that ladder or walk those stairs. Or many people were like, I'm not going upstairs in Champs. The escalators are broken. There it is. Another opportunity missed because there was too much hard work. And The work is where we find our peace. Then you're not in your head, and then it's not a battleground, and then it's not what could be or what has been or what I wanted to. It's what I can do, right? And that's what I'm trying to not no, that's what I want to convey to you. It's this. I'm whittling myself. I'm shaping my reality. I'm making it the way that I want it to be. And this is why I'm trying to convey it. It's a try because I don't know. When I'm saying the words, does it unlock in the next individual's head and they go, yeah, I can see my levels. I can see what I got to do to accomplish where I want to go, and I can build that ladder or climb that escalator and just sprinkle enough of my own influence in there, my own salt, the secret herbs and spices to say, I want this to be gunpowder. I want this to be ignition. I want this to be liftoff, and see myself lift off. See myself not do the same thing that I've been doing, but a new thing. And then I'm ignited, right? I've been through some things, and I keep getting an eyelash. Bugs me. This is what you get for having big eyelash. There it is. So, it's a great feeling. And this isn't like, I climb Machu Picchu. There's a lot of people that fly to Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu got 5,000, 7,000 people a day, right? Not a huge accomplishment, just the flight, but and a drive. But the Rainbow Mountain, 17,000 feet elevation, homie. Oh, bro, I was fucking hauling ass. And then the guy without a leg lapped me. Oh, man. I just was like, there's so many excuses. These guys are moving 500,000 pound boulders, and you can't even put a piece of paper between them. The sheer accuracy and size of Machu Picchu is just astonishing. And that's what it is. We astonish ourselves. Human beings, Colosseums, Great Walls of China, you name it, we built it. And all in the inspiration of usually of love, like the Taj Mahal. It's a funeral for his wife. It's a mausoleum, And man, those clouds are killing me. But how many times has somebody built something in inspiration, or how many times have we built something in desperation? Right? We should do an inspiration over desperation shirt. Inspired over desperate, something like that. Inspiration over desperation, because honestly, bro, over here at Mostly Saints, we gotta inspire before we expire. We gotta give ourselves that extra oomph, that little bit of sauce, that little bit of salt bay, whatever the fuck your magic is, and show yourself that you can do it. Go through love, go through the fire, man. Get burnt a little bit. And everybody wants to tell a great story, but they don't want to have to earn it. They don't want to have to go on the cruise ship for 6 months, or I went on a crabbing mission in Alaska for 9 months, or did I tell you about the time I went around the world 3 times? Like, bro, it's waiting there. I'm already thinking Mardi Gras, New Orleans. I'm already thinking summer in Finland, you know what I mean? I'm already thinking, where's the next trip? Not like to trip out, but to experience, to keep living this life while I'm alive. If I get to wake up, what do I get to bring out of the day? And treat it that way. Not in, oh, it's another day and I have to pay bills. I have to do this. I have to do that. Nah, man. This is, I get to do that. I get to love. Yeah, it hurt, but I got to experience it. And I get those memories. Yeah, it was expensive, but guess what? They're in my brain, in my gray, And I want to keep it that way. I want to keep it that my soul experienced something instead of just existed. That's where exist more comes from, right? My buddy, shout out to Patrick and his brand. We want to exist more. We don't just want to plainly survive. We want to thrive, and that's what this is for, Shout out to Mr. Nash. He said he didn't want to be on the lives, but he only wanted to be on my lives because he knows that I'd be preaching and teaching and preaching every morning, and it's that kind of audience. Only got 1, 2, 3 people that watch at the same time. It's for a message. These people think I got them out in front of Super Bowl amount of folks. It's not. It's just a couple people that want to be preach, and teach too. There's only a few people that want to tune in randomly when they have some time and they're laying in their bed and they might need some inspiration. That's where this come from, because I needed it too. I was sitting there on the bed and I couldn't forklift myself out. Thank you, sunshine. And I couldn't get myself away from my funky blues, bro. And there was nothing on my news but the blues. I was only fixated on what went wrong instead of what I could do, and I was being tremendously hard on myself, like just like, oh, it's abuse. Abusing yourself after being abused. It's a mind fuck. And I was just on the phone, and this like commercial comes up. We can help you, and oh my god, and what's your era, and like, are you feeling like you're in a funk? And it was just like, shut the fuck up, Valley Girl. Fucking infomercial. There are people out here in this real streets that are trying to make it in their real life, and that's what this is about. This is what my whole vibe's about, my whole mission on life. I never say buy a shirt, buy a shirt, buy a shirt. Not one motherfucking over 3,000 lives, bro. And I never said buy a shirt, buy a shirt, buy a shirt. It's not about that, bro. I sell my shirts, I sell my print, I get my hustle on. This was supposed to be that, to have the merch self underneath, and you can support and get a mostly Saint skull cap, right? But $10. But still proceeds go to Saints Giving. But people still say they want to come help and join. But will they show up? Bro, don't do that. I'll join. Really pretty girl from Billionaire Hemp Rap said last night. This is like, I join you, but I'm downloading Uber. And I was like, do you need a ride somewhere? No, I got this. And it was just like, be like, bro, I know Billionaire Hemp Raps, bro. I'm not trying to murder one of their models and she never comes back. And it's raining outside and you're trying to rather download Uber than to get a ride. That's on you, dude. And if you're that hesitant, what makes me think you're going to actually show up and feed the homeless? No, I'm really down for that, okay? Third Saturdays or third Sundays every month, I'll be there. Yamo be there. Are you going to be there? I didn't think so. So, most people, we run our lips, we watch our asses talk, and then we wonder why we're a jackass. You know what I mean? It's the human paradox, bro. And there we are. We're a dichotomy. We're a hypocrite. We're raised by people that are just fucked up as us. And we're expected to make it look like perfection. And it's just not. And that's why Saints Addiction was born. And I was just like perfectly imperfect with mostly Saints. Yeah, I got my halo on. But any moment I could be devilish. Any moment I could be yelling at my mom or losing my temper or butting heads with my coder or whatever, bro. It's all on the fly, and that's what makes it fun. So while you're running around, running and gunning, when this thing called your life, right? Just remember that it's a game, and you want to play it right, because the consequences, the scoreboard, the exceptionalism of your output. Like, did you really on the front of that Titanic? I can fly, Jack. Did you really smell the air on top of Chicago, Sears Tower, or did you really eat pasta in Rome? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? But everyone's journey is different. I don't try to predict it. I don't try to sell an infomercial and say, oh yeah, with 3 easy payments of $33.99, you too can be spiritually healed and on your healing journey, and everything will be all right and absolved of your sins. Bro, there were people that used to cat and whip and nine tails themselves just to fucking repent, and a lot of us, I do too, I'll be like, man, that's such a horrible fuck up, man, I'm such a bad human. Those horns start showing, and it's just like, man, it really starts being like par for the course, man. I just want fucking clouds to move away, where are they moving? They're moving in the left direction. See, I thought I had a big pile of sunshine right here, and it's going behind here, and that's life. And that's life. And that's live at my life, at your life. We roll this way, bro. You want it to be perfect. You want the weather to always... We can't predict the sunny weather, Miss Jackson. You know what I mean? Nobody's predicting the weather. And they're like, oh, shitty. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to call it shitty weather? Cool. Now, did it change? Did the snow disappear? Did anything change but your mentality and your mood? And that's what we need to do. We got to get on that switch and be like, what's going to inspire me? What's going to warm me up? What's going to get me through those dark motherfucking times? Because they are going to come. And that's what we got to brace ourselves for, people. Brace for impact. Brace for love. Get inspired. Get hired. Get messy. This life is not waiting for you to end in some kind of polished Disney fucking fantasy, bruh. You know what I mean? It's not built that way. We're not built that way. We gotta get messy. We gotta learn communication. We gotta get along. We smell each other's butts. Sometimes each other's pitties. Sometimes it's a pity. Sometimes you're in love. Sometimes you're up on nuts. Sometimes you wish you never met that motherfucker. Welcome to life. C'est la vie. Such is life. And it's up sometimes and down the other. And before I light this blunt, here's another. Bless up. Bless up with me in Saint Addiction. Make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe. I'm going to tell you this one, and it's my favorite as soon as this win. Shout out to Jerome Baker and the party he threw at his shop. We're going to start doing a podcast, bro. It's the best, most professional podcast studio in Las Vegas. And they gave me a green light to do the morning motivation and start interviewing people. Come on. Told you all I needed was access. If I stick around long enough, I'll sit in the booth and just keep talking, bitch. Let's go. Man, come on now. Oh, the wind stopped. Let me get lighted. Let's go. Push, push in the bush. Push, push in the bush. Push, push in the bush. Said push, push in the bush. That used to be a song in the 70s. Gonna my love for you again. Slow down now. Got a hard glass. Yep. Sing it, bitch. Even a heart of glass. Even Gwen Stefani. All of it. Heartbreak. Best lyrics in the world. Heartbreak. Best businesses ever started. Heartbreak. Or inspired by love. The reason you get up in the morning. The reason why you work the long hours. You must love them kids. You must love them dearly. You must love something. And that's why it's the way it is. So you're paying tribute to something. You had to been through something. And you got something out of it. There is no such thing as wasted time. I might have said I wasted 6 hours in the convention waiting for the loadout at Magic. But guess what? I also handed out flyers and asked people if they were shipping or not. I also started getting reliable models, chopping it up, and expanding, looking at the business a different way. I wasn't just sitting there for 6 hours. I was like, all these people are here every season, and the sun's gonna come out for a long little bit now. Oh, bro, just in time for the end of the show. I appreciate you, bro. You know, that's what it comes from. It comes from appreciation, comes from gratitude. I know my feet hurt, but I was like, I gotta keep it moving, man. K-I-M, keep it moving. Away from people that don't want to know and don't want to touch and don't want to feel. Stay that way, bro. Stay that way. Stay on the couch. Keep stagnant. Don't do nothing new. You play it the way you want. But I will tell you this. Just like I told you, I saved the best for last. My favorite Monte Cristo moment. He said, smile as you must. He said, do your worst, for I will do mine. Life will smile and bask you on the beaches, my friend, and break you on the rocks the next moment after. But how you respond, tears in my eyes, how you respond to dictate the outcome. And that's how life is. One day it's a beach and one day it's a bitch. And that's my morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, go ahead, like and share and subscribe below. Share it with the friend that needs it. Maybe they need that pump up. Maybe they need that pep talk. And maybe they need the inspiration, man. Because I didn't want to be the only one succeeding. I didn't want to be the only one making it through depression. I wanted to be the guy that reached back and was like, here's how I did it. Get some water. Go for walks. How you doing, buddy? Do the check-ins. Get a circle of influence. You know, exercise. Experience. Challenge yourself. Do something new every day. And be not afraid to change. Be not afraid to change. I'm so surprised at the guy that I've become, and it's exactly what I dreamed of. So it's real tears, bro. I'll be on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Phoenix. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. But the other side of fear, bro. The other side of excuses and the other side of the world, because that's where I'll be. Absorbing this sun and waiting for the next time I got to get off the rocks. I'll see you. Peace.